I was wondering what that was about. How is everyone?
Good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm having a hard time. I'm starting to go a little crazy because I'm stuck indoors, and it's nice outside. And I gotta pull the blind down. Hang on a minute. Is that better? No, it's this one. That's better. Okay, what's going on up there in Western New York? The land of milk and honey.
Nothing new.
Um, is everything at Bonaventure sort of going along according to plan?
Nothing's changed.
Has anybody said anything about spring semester? When do you normally register for the spring? Maybe not until the early November, right?
I think it's end of October.
Yeah. So there's some time yet, huh? I wonder what's going to happen. Has anybody seen that video of that kindergarten teacher? It's really good, man. She's really good, you know. It reminds me of me teaching on Zoom.
What did she do?
What?
What did the teacher do?
She gets the kids going, you know. She gets them engaged, you know. So she's got this great idea, you know. Let me see if I can get it. I'll show it to you, okay? So we're not doing anything else, right? We're just in school, yeah. So it's not that important. So let me see if I can find it. Um, Sorry, I can't find it. I was looking, but okay. So does anybody have any questions? So we're going to have an exam, right? We're not going to have class on Thursday. I'm going to post an exam to Moodle. I'm making it now. Really hard to make it. But I am going to try to put some subjectivity into it. So, you know, it's customary for me to have my exams be part multiple choice and part short answer. So I think I have found a way to do that on Moodle. I'll give you 25 multiple choice questions, and then I'll give you 5 short answer questions. In other words, the short answer questions are, tell me what the answer is. Figure it out, in other words, you know. So the 5 short answers will be worth 10 points each. And the 25 multiple choice will be worth 2 points each. And I think I'll make it a 75-minute exam. But I think I'm going to have to make it in 2 parts. If that's the case, I'll have to give you like 40 minutes for the multiple choice part and then 40 minutes for the short answer part. The short answer part, maybe there's 2 or 3 questions where you can type the answer in right on Moodle. But then there's like 2 or 3 questions where you're going to have to take a photograph, write it down, yeah, or draw a picture and write it down, and take a picture and attach it, you know, upload it to Moodle.
Will that be like maths and stuff, like problems?
Will it be like who?
Will that be like math problems? Is what we write it down.
Yeah. Something you
Okay.
have to figure out, you know, or you have to explain, you know. So how's that sound? Okay.
Right.
Now I'll open it like maybe I'll open it Thursday at class time, because today's Tuesday, right? Thursday at class time, but then I'll just leave it open until I don't know when, 11:45 p.m. on Friday night. So then you can take it whenever you wish in that window, but you'll still only have, you know, whether it's 40 minutes per section or 75 minutes for the whole thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Any questions? It's a new experience for me, and it, to be perfectly honest, it's an enormous nightmare because, you know, I prefer to just hand out an exam and have you hand it back and stuff like that, you know. But anyway, that's the deal. And it's going to be on chapters 1 and 2 in our textbook, and the whole section on math review that's on slides on Moodle. Yeah. So there was math review. There were some problems associated with that math review. And all of that's fair game for the test. Okay. Well, all right then. Since I've been able to answer all of your questions rather succinctly, I think. See how crazy I've gotten? What I thought we'd do today is have more look at have a look again at the R we were working on the other day. Does that sound like a plan? How did that go for you? How many of you, when we finished last week, said, "Oh my God, thank God that's over with," and didn't look at it again? So, all right. How many of you after last week said, "Wow, this is cool as anything, man," and you spent much of the weekend working on it?
I didn't spend much of the weekend working on it, but I felt like I learned a lot more that day.
You feel like you learned more that day?
Yeah.
Well, why? Because of the way the class was structured, or
Yeah, just walking through R Like I understood how to go through that personally.
All right. Well, thanks for the input, Will. Um, let's go back and look at what we're doing, okay? And do some more of this, okay? I promised. Let me just get my act together. Just give me a couple of weeks and get my act together. Honest. All right. So here's what I want to do. I want to show you. I got so much crap that, when I go to share, I'm like inundated with stuff. So, close everything down. Okay. Maybe this will help. Got it. All right. So this is our Wooldridge, right? This is basically last week's stuff. Um, Chapter 2 problems. We spent a fair amount of time on this one. Number 3. The following table contains 8 skis. So I went through the code to generate this estimated regression. Yeah, in R. That's what we did last class, right? And I told you that the code was, here's Excel and here's the R code to do the same problem, right? If I open that, we had I had done it in Excel. Right? And I talked you through that. And then we went and we did it in R, I think. Chapter 2. Let's say. It's chapter 2, 2. Oh, God help us all. Jesus Christ. Don't save any of it. Just get rid of this crap. You're making me crazy. Okay. Sorry. Some days you're the bird, and some days. Here's a code. notice, right? I'll just copy this and bring it into R, paste it. Yeah. And we went through this line by line. And I had said, let's say X is the ACT score here, and Y is your GPA here. And we went through, we answered the questions that I can't find again to share, right? So we answered all the questions. We calculated beta sub 1, which was the covariance over the variance, and beta sub 0, which is just the formula, right? When the regression formula, right? The mean of Y is equal to beta sub 0 plus beta sub 1 times the mean of X. So we did all of that. And well, I'll just run this again for fun. So, and then it generates all the answers here. You know, the beta sub 1, 10.0, and beta sub 0.56. And here is 10.21, 0.56, whatever, right? So, oh, sorry. This is crazy, man. You weren't looking at that, were you? You're looking at my R now, right? So we went through all of that, and I just ran the code, and we generated these answers, and we ran the regression. So we did all of that last class. Now, the key to this bit of code here is that I keyed in these numbers. Now, what I want to show you today is to say, hey, look, I'm not going to do that. All right. I want to say, these are the numbers. So let's take those and put them in a new sheet. This is just 8 kids. Okay, I'm just keying in the problem from number 2 in your textbook. I had it somewhere, but by the time I share my screen and everything, it's just as easy to do this. So this is GPA, and this is your ACT score. Okay. Now I'm going to take this file, save it as, remember, econometrics, my data file for our stuff. And I'll put it in here like, first of all, you see how it's a type Excel? I'm going to change this to a text file, text.txt, tab delimited. And I actually have it here, like I said I did, right? This is chapter 2, number 2, okay? So I'll save it, chapter 2, number 2. Already exists. Yeah, I don't care if I replace it or not. It's the same thing. Some features in your workbook might be lost if you save it as a text tab delimited. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that's the information, right? So let's go to R and say, hey, sorry. Sorry, just a sec, gang. Sorry, this is, some days I'm better than others, you know? Just bear with me here. Okay. New share, this, share. So look, I've got chapter 2, number 3 with a data frame. I want to open that up. This is the same, basically the same code, but it's importing the file instead of keying it in. So I'm going to copy this and bring it to R. Okay, I open R, I open a new script, and then I'm pasting it. I just copied it off of Moodle, right? So again, this code starts with all the familiar stuff that we do. Yeah, did I tell you, start all your code with this, right? So run. Notice down here, it's telling us what's happening. Remove all the variables. Notice over here, this is empty now. Run. I cleared the console. That's this code right here, cat /F. Get the working directory, set the working directory, run. Yeah, so that's on my computer, my C drive users M. Gallagher. This is from an old thing I copied. So it's meaningless. This is meaningless to you. I want to create a data frame. So data frame, that arrow, dash, read the table, and then this is the text file I just saved. In this directory, our data, remember? And then it says here, header equals true. If you look at our file, this is a header. If I didn't have headers, this would be blank. Yeah, and then I would say headers equal false. So headers equal true, run. Look, 8 observations of 2 variables. If I were to click on this, that's the information I keyed into Excel and saved as a text file. And then this is all the rest of the same stuff, right? Get the mean of the ACT, the mean of the GPA, 25, 3.21. Assign X as the ACT, score X. So I'm right here, X. Assign it the value from data frame $ACT. I'm telling it to go to the data frame, which is here, yeah? Because when I created it, I named it DF, yeah? And I assigned it the value of this text file. So I'm telling it now, I want $ACT. So from data frame, DF, I want $ACT. That's telling it to take the column that's labeled ACT. If you look at the data again, it would be ACT. If I want a GPA, I would say DF $GPA. So let's go back. Here, I'll just run this bit of code. Get the mean of ACT. The mean of the GPA, we did it again. Assign X, assign Y. Mean of X, mean of Y. I'm just doing this over and over again. Say X1 then is X minus the mean of X. So I'm creating a the wherewithal to calculate the covariance, right? Run. So X1, show me X1. Run. Oops. sorry. X1. Show me that. Oh, what the hell? Run. Here we go. And then X minus the mean of Y. This should be Y. This should be Y. That's wrong. So run that. And a vector of the product. This is so that I can calculate the covariance, right? You know, the covariance is X sub I minus X bar times Y sub I minus Y bar, the sum. So X1 times Y1, and then show me that value. And then Z1 is the sum of that vector, Z1, 5.8125. So use OLS to calculate the covariance between X and Y over the variance of X. 10.21, isn't that the same as we had in both in Excel, right? This is the slope, yeah, beta sub 1. And then calculate beta sub 0, and that's the intercept, 0.56. That's all the same information as here, 0.56 and 0.1021. Yeah. So we are here. I want to run a regression of Y on X. And again, we've gotten the same numbers, yeah, the intercept, and we just did it differently by extracting those values from the regression, right? And then the residual standard, the R squared of 0.57 must be the same, right? R squared, 0.57 right here. Okay. So I did this summary, I did that. Give me the residuals. This we just did for fun, right? So basically, here's the important part of this, okay? I loaded the values from here instead of keying them in like I did here. So that's very, very important. Sorry, can you see what I'm doing? Yes. That's very, very important because if you were to do some kind of work, which you're going to have to do, and you were looking for some data, and you went somewhere like here, and you downloaded this, you could say, I want it as Excel. I want it as CVS, comma separated values. You see what I'm saying? And then you just load that data into R using the commands that I just showed you. So it's much easier than typing it in or whatever. Okay. Does that make sense for people? All right. So now what we're going to do, does anybody have questions? I feel like this is like I have lost you. So, I want y'all, and I asked you to do this last week for today. Have a look at this one. Sorry, that's not exactly what I want to do. I want to do this. I want you guys to do this right now. Computer exercises from chapter 2, C1. I want you to work in groups. I'm going to put you into groups and try to do this in R. Okay?
Wait, so what are we even doing right now?
What?
Which where is the link? Which one are we clicking to do the problems from?
You're trying to do a computer problem C1 in chapter 2.
So it's under chapter 2 problems?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see it on my screen?
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to get some progress made on it?
Hopefully.
I'll come back to you guys. Hi, sports fans. How are we making out?
Just looking at the problem.
You all have the problem up?
You said C1 and C2.
C1 in chapter 2.
Okay, so only see one.
Oh, just C1. Okay.
Well, for the time being, yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Marco,
Yep.
how come your video's off?
Oh, just let me put a shirt on. Sorry. Here we go.
I'll come back, okay?
Sounds good.
He did say he's not going to exam us on this.
Hey, David,
Yeah,
what's wrong with your video?
I don't know. It wouldn't turn on.
No?
No.
Do you guys know what we're doing? All you other guys? Do you know what's going on?
No,
You're
No
trying
clue.
No clue. Why not?
I don't see a code.
What?
I don't see a code on Moodle.
Or R.
Yeah, no, you got to write the code. Wow, that that was a pretty severe silence there when you figured that out, huh? You guys are trying to answer this question. The data set 401k or subset of data set, analyze subset, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? That's what I want y'all to try to do. Shane, are you cold?
Our furnace isn't on yet. It's been pretty cold up here, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Try and make a start on this and we'll come back.
Yeah.
Site, data sets, and then download data sets. And I downloaded, the R ones. I downloaded this thing on the zip file.
Yeah.
So then when I'm at our studio and I go like file, open file, and I have this, and the data sets, and then it downloads all these.
Ah,
Yeah, and then I think it's this 401k one. And
Yeah.
I clicked it and I downloaded it and it said it loaded. And like if you look at my data thing to the right, like all this is all like everything that's in the data
Had
file.
the P rate and all that stuff in the question.
Yep,
So,
P rate, M rate. But
Yeah.
what do we do with this? Couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you where to start.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're freaking light years away from ahead of the other groups. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, I was just showing them like I downloaded the 401k file, and then I see in the right in my global environment like all the information. I just don't know where to start from here.
Well, go back, click where it says data, click on that. Double click on that.
Okay. Oh, all right.
So then it opens it in the format of like Excel, a spreadsheet.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Now you're looking to write something that gives you the mean of participation rate, P rate.
Okay.
So, I would go down where you can do it two ways. You could say in your console down below on the lower left,
Okay.
type something like mean P rate. All one word. You can't have spaces.
Oh.
And then the left arrow and a dash. No, the left arrow.
Cool. That.
And
Okay.
then you got to say open parentheses,
Okay.
data, $, P rate. Now in the front of that parentheses stuff, put mean
In front of data or?
in front of the parentheses.
Oh, okay.
And then just hit enter.
Oh. Oh, something happened. Mean is 87.36.
So right where your cursor is blinking, type in mean P rate. Enter.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You're light years ahead of the others.
All right, now I kind of get the hang of it. I thought we had to do all those intro steps before we started, but we can just go right into it.
You do. We'll come back. How you making out? Do you know what you're doing?
No bueno.
No? Not good? Okay, you're trying to answer, you guys, you're trying to answer this question C1.
Hmm.
Yeah? In R.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to come back as a group. Let me join 6 and then we'll come back.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
A little rough.
What?
A little bit rough.
You guys know what you're doing?
So we're struggling to find like the data you plug into R. Like we know you're supposed to like copy like the table of data and put it into R squared, but we don't know what data that is.
Okay. I'm gonna pull you out of groups. Okay, everybody. Here's what you got to be doing, okay? The data associated with all the material in the textbook, okay? You should all have this on your computers by now. This is Moodle. You're looking at my Moodle, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Student companion site. Data sets. You want to select R because that's the language that we're trying to learn here. Open it, a new tab, a new window, whatever works for you, okay? This is all the data. Open this. It's a compressed file. It needs to be extracted. So this is downloads, but see, I've done this, so you want to put all these data files, these are our data files, on your hard drive somewhere, preferably somewhere like this. So my PC, documents,
We can't see what's on your. I can just see the home, like the inside burner.
okay. Sorry. Did you guys see up to this point? Yes?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So, and you saw me download this?
Yeah.
So here's my download. It's a zipped file of data sets for R. Open that. You would need to save it on your computer to a place for example, like me, I put it in my documents, econometrics, R data. There's all those files. Okay? The one that we want to work with is this 401k. The data in 401k. Okay? There's a couple of ways you can do it. This is the console, which is normally in your lower left. You want a new script. You can go over here and say import data set from text, our data. What's it called?
$401k, wasn't it?
Here, 401k our data, right? I said import it from text Oh, fuck. Yes, remove. Let's try a different read R. The variant C. No, I need an updated package. Let's try Excel. No. So you see the error that I'm getting? It needs a package to read that file. That's fairly common. I'll show you the way that I did do it that worked. This is chapter 2, computer problem 1. List all the variables in the workspace, remove them, clear the screen, set, load C users, M Gallagher, documents, econometra, 401k.r data. If I looked at it, this is the data in that file.
We can't see your screen.
Oh, fuck. This is the data in that file. This is the code that I ran to get it. The question asks, find the average participation rate and the average match rate in the sample. Look at the data again. Participation rate is here and match rate is here in these columns named P rate, M rate. I want mean data is the name of the file, $P rate. That tells it I want the mean of the column called P rate. Run that. It's 87. What is the mean of the average match rate? Mean data match rate, 0.73. Estimate the simple regression participation rate on beta sub 0, beta sub 1 match rate. If you look at this, all they're asking us to do is to regress this column on this column. Regression 1, a linear model, data $P rate, tilde, data $match rate. Give me regression 1, Give me a summary of regression 1. We have an estimate of the intercept. We have an estimate of the slope. We have R squared. Okay, that's what I was asking you guys to do. Chapter 2, computer problem 1. Okay, it's here. It's a very short section of code. Have a go at computer problem number 2. See how you make out. All of you. How's anybody doing?
So far, so good.
Anybody else?
I mean, I got some numbers.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't get an error code this time, so
That's good, right?
I would say so.
You want to share it?
Not particularly, but
Okay. Anybody else?
think I got the mean for salary and age. That's about it. I've gone to the second part.
Joe, you got mean salary and mean age?
Yeah.
Not age, it's CEO tenure, right?
Oh, well, found the age then.
What was the average salary?
865.86.
Yeah, beautiful. CEO tenure?
I have to code that one. I didn't do that one yet.
How many of you, raise your hands, how many of you are really struggling with what the hell is going on right now?
I mean, I understand like everything that's happened. It's just I have the data packs all downloaded. It's
I'm
just
sorry, Alex.
oh, can you hear me? Hello?
Say it again.
So I understand everything that's happening. Like I fully understand what you're doing. It's just when I have all the data packs downloaded, but when I load them in, it keeps saying unexpected symbol in the data pack. It just won't let
Can
me-
you share your screen with me?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just see how I can do this now. Share screen. It says you disabled participant screen sharing. It said host disabled participant screen sharing.
Fucking A, it went back. Okay, go ahead.
There you go. All right. I'll try a few things obviously, but if I go up here to where I loaded it, what does it say? Yeah, you see here I loaded it with load, and then it says unexpected symbol in 401k. That's just a bit I just don't know how to get the actual data over to or.
I see this space between the dash and the R in this line.
It's this here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Right. So if I go. What is he going to show it or load?
Yeah, just go go back up and copy the line. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm close.
Okay, so at the beginning, get rid of that arrow 401k in front of 401k. Backspace, backspace. Okay. After the K, get rid of that space. After the arrow, get rid of that space. And then, yeah, get rid of that space. See what happens. I'm not sure it'll work, but get rid of the parentheses after quote. I'm not sure what quote is doing.
Yeah, I don't know that. I think it's just because maybe I copy and pasted it.
Oh, yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the same.
401k. Okay, without spending a little bit more time on it, I'm not sure what the problem is. What I would like you to do is, can you go and expand your window?
Nope.
click on that box next. Yeah, there you go. And can you go up to the upper left?
Here.
Yeah, underneath there it says add. You see the plus? Yeah. Click on our script. So you should do all your coding in this box
Okay.
and save it, everyone.
All
So
right.
just type in something in there, you know, like Pooh Bear, and then save that file.
Just type it. One more time. What do you want me to type in here?
Whatever. I'm just saying so you have a file saved. Yeah.
Just press here.
Now, I would go back to our code and create a new file, our scripts. A new folder, our scripts. And open that. And then just save it as whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and figure out why the 401k isn't loading in later on tonight.
Yeah. Okay, I want to take the control back.
Yeah, let's stop sharing. Thank you.
So was it helpful to look at what Alex was doing on his, to give you guys a sense of the direction we want to go here?
Yeah, it was helpful.
So that code for C1, computer problem 1, is really a tiny little bit of code. And you have it now. So why don't you try to get it to work for you on your RStudio and get the files, you know, from the textbook, the data files. All right. R is not going to be on the test. So the last 2 classes we spent, you know, farting around with this, trying to program in R, you're not going to have it. So, but you will have, you know, the theory associated with what we have been talking about and the math review. Okay, so after you take the test, please come back and try playing with R a little bit. It's something that we need to do. You also should be thinking about 2 other people that you want to work with on your project. And of course, know that you'll need to do your project in R. Okay? Shall we call it quits for today? Please, they say, please stop. I'm sorry it's disjointed, and I'm sorry it's really a challenging exercise to start to learn how to code. But I think that you will all benefit from it. I'm not doing it because I'm mean. All right? Good luck on the test. Good luck studying, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Gallagher.